Why are so many Americans okay with their country becoming a nanny state that doesn't much care about children? With this now Republican strategist Kate Obenshain, and from Washington, Democrat and Fox News analyst Kirsten. So am I over the top when I say we become a barbaric nation, Powers?
Well, I think when you're the stuff you were just discussing with Bob Beckel, the way this baby was disregarded and the late-term abortion thing, no, I mean, that is barbaric in my mind. I think we are supposed to be a country that protects the most vulnerable among us, and what's more vulnerable than a baby?
So if that's true, and Beckel got real upset when I said this, and I always know when I'm getting Beckel when he gets upset. The people pushing the late-term abortions and the people pushing the, oh, yeah, well, you can't really punish a mother for doing crack cocaine 48 hours before. You can't really hold her accountable. That's on the left. That's on the left. That's where that's coming from, not on the right. So how then should we view the liberal movement in the form of an Andrew Cuomo, in the form of the 5 New York, Jersey Supreme Court justices, most of them appointed by liberal governors? How should we view these people?
Well, I worked for Andrew Cuomo, and I have a lot of respect for him, but I'm very disappointed in this. And it's like people are like the situation with the baby who ended up with cocaine in its system. You have judges backing into a situation. They basically want to make sure that they don't acknowledge this as a human being. But of course, if someone the day that baby was born
But why doesn't a judge want to acknowledge the baby that's going to be born in 2 days as a human being? That's insane. Everybody knows it's a human being.
Because
it's a viable baby.
Well, then that would mean that you can't abort it, Bill. So.
But most states don't allow abortion in that late state unless the life of the mother is on the line.
What Andrew Cuomo's trying to do right now is make it so that you could abort a baby. But Andrew Cuomo has got to be a barbarian, has he not? What's the matter with Andrew Cuomo? This is a mainstream view on the left, and that they buy into this idea that there's the health of the mother, which no one can ever really define.
Well, we did define it with the guy who was assassinated in Kansas, Tiller. We did define it there very, very clearly.
No,
it was anything.
Right.
And the other doctor who was rubber stamping the late-term abortions for Tiller lost her license in Kansas because it was anything. Now, let me get to Kate for a minute. Okay, so you have these situations, and these are facts. What happened in Jersey, what's happening in New York are facts. 59% of New Yorkers think Cuomo's doing a good job. What's wrong with them?
Right, I know. And when you see Cuomo up there actually chanting, "It's your body, it's your body," complete reckless disregard for the fact that it's another human being. But we really are turning into this culture where government provides for us. It's what we can get from government, how we can make our life better, free phones, free gas and oil. Again and again, it's all about me. And this baby gets in the way. According to the left, frankly, that's what the feminist movement was built on, that a child is an impediment, gets in the way of our right to have our free and rich, fulfilling life. And this is just a continuation of that. A baby gets on our way, so government gets bigger and bigger. We become more and more dependent upon that government instead of taking responsibility for our own lives, for the people around us, for our unborn children. I mean, it's all sort of tied together, but the bigger government gets, the smaller the human being.
Do you think America is becoming a barbaric nation?
I do. I think that we are headed rapidly in this, a reckless disregard for our fellow man, but particularly for, as Kirsten said, the most innocent among us. When we defend somebody like Dorner, when we have people feeling sympathy
but that's
for this,
fringe. I mean, there's a difference between
they were kooks,
innocent
babies.
The people defending Dorner were kooks. The 60% who think Cuomo's doing a good job, those are the people going to work every day. Those are the mainstream people. And this is why I'm saying this is our fault. Go ahead, Kirsten.
No, well, here's the thing. Cuomo's doing a good job on a lot of other things. I don't think that necessarily reflects people's opinions on this, though they probably will end up being fine with it, because I actually blame the media on this. If you read the New York Times story about Cuomo doing this, nowhere in the story does it describe, A, what a late-term abortion is, how it's done, or
but they're reproductive rights zealots at that paper. They do the same thing. Their mindset is the same way. The baby 48 hours to be birthed isn't a human being.
Even our president refused to stand up for unborn babies who were born alive, they tried to abort them.
He's never done it.
He refused to stand up for those children. That's the president.
Ladies, thanks. Very interesting as always.